I don't know how we got on this though. Didn't you have a poem? Didn't you have a poem to read?
Yes.
All right, sweet.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Second. All right. I didn't name this one. Empathy pie, he calls it, and together he has all the pieces. An open exchange of feeling, I say. Full reciprocation. You give and receive as I give and receive. I am happy with you, even when I become afraid. You have a way of calming my fear before it can grip me and cause me to pull away. I just have to remember that I'm free to speak without fear. I spent a year watching every word that crossed my mind, weighing the risk of voicing my thoughts with you. Red flags shift, become white as you surrender the moment to making things right between us, and all I want is another kiss. Trapped in your arms, feeling this. I write from my heart, you draw out the art, and I find every moment with you filled with a passion to explore more of this life. I wake up to an empty bed. Soft memories of you dance in my head. My thoughts float to the place you lie instead. I woke up in your arms only the morning before, want to kiss every inch of you, maybe more. The sun edging its way up in the sky, and together we soar to heights only you and I rise. But here in this moment we each lie alone, you in your home and me in my own. Only a short walk away, a phone call between, and I itch with the desire to crawl in your arms, ponder the possibilities, forget my responsibilities, only for a moment as we kiss the night away, wake to a new day of anticipation, each breath my motivation, your support my preservation, after all these years of rebuilding a better foundation. I have a platform to stand on and a stage to speak my truth, I'll never be afraid again. Open my mouth and let it flow, stream of consciousness, let it go, release all of its disorder, order to the chaos, step up to my kiosk. Are you ready for this wild ride? Pick a lane, choose a side, find a label, redefine. We're a thesaurus, not a dictionary, constantly shifting from A to Z, wondering who we want to be, the picture in our minds seen a bit hazily until we find some clarity. Step into the clearing, my dear. Is it really the truth you want to hear? Fuck off, be gone. You're nothing but a pitiful monster of a man. Shame on you, you have no leg to stand. You had your chance to understand. I was there holding your hand, offering you everything. Every part of me, you devoured it all and demanded more. You say, what have you done for yourself? But it was you who did nothing more than spit in my face. Play pretend with your warm embrace, the soothing words that captured my spirit. Imprisoned my heart, it took the darkness to cure it. Your cruelty, no longer have to endure it.
Wow.
There it is. Nice.
That felt very personal.
I think it's always personal.
Yeah, that's that energy. That's that energy she brings, man. It's very, very concentrated. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
You know what
Yeah, go for it.
what I find is that like when like you guys like read the poems, like they go right over my head, but when you guys put them to video and I could listen to it like a couple of times, then it's like you know.
Yeah. There's a coherent quality to music and video, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking about when I was hearing that poem in particular was the starting analogy of the pies. I thought that was such an interesting idea to start out with, the pie and pieces fitting in and coming out. What was the idea that like this love was a pie?
Empathy pie.
Yeah, like a big pie, and he had and for me it was almost like this kind of that was the image that as we went through the poem, that was the after image in my mind, that I was taking these lines and these movements and expressions as kind of the rhyme or reason why a piece would move in or a piece would move out.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, you know, when you're in a relationship, you know, if there isn't a free-flowing reciprocation, you know, where one person is taking more than the other, you know, then both sides are not being fed. And in order to have a healthy relationship, you need to be feeding each other.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Communication is key.
It really is.
Oh, that's the poem there.
On the side note, I put it
Oh,
up on
yeah.
my.
I hope someone puts it to video and I'll be able to, because I tell you, I'm just not that smart. You know, boom, it goes right over me.
Oh, there's it, you know, it goes over me too. Like, you know, I don't think it can't
Ooh.
help to go over people because, you know, you only have so much like mental bandwidth. So at a certain point, I just let it wash over me and see what I'm picking up and see what I'm not picking up. That's why I think reading experiences are completely different than the like the listening experience, because with reading experiences you can just stop on a line and just hold it in your hands and see what you really think and what you really feel about that idea. And yeah, a little different.
And poetry is like music, you know what I mean? Like, think of your favorite songs. You know, the first time you hear it, you hear one thing, and then it's always kind of evolving. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man.
You
That's
get
what
into
I'm
the
trying to
lyrics.
say. Exactly.
Yeah, that's well put. Put that
Yeah.
very well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you might not even listen to the lyrics the first time you hear a song. It just kind of, goes in one ear and out the other. But
Yeah, and you know what, the best pieces are always evolving. That, you know, it's not just I don't know actually what I was going to say. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you for sharing
Sorry.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for
You
sharing.
do
thank
have
you.
an interesting like composition. Like when you write, you have like I mean that's every artist in general. So sometimes like you're so used to hearing your own words and own schemes that when you see someone else's, it's like, wow, you have a really interesting, you know, schematic of how you write your poetry.
I feel
It's
like
like
it's
it's like a rhythm and then a throw off and then a rhythm and then it's like, but it works. You know what I'm saying? Like it
yeah.
really works.
Yeah, I echo that for sure. You put that very well.
Yeah, I actually I was grateful you put the link because I was able to read it, you know, and I was like, okay, I'm following the rhythm, and I'm like, wow, that's a really interesting, you know, it's different. That's what art is about. It's about, you know what I mean, kind of
I'm really excited because a friend of mine is getting into like sound production and whatnot, and he wants to put beats behind it.
cool.
And, I mean, I get into rap, but you know, should white girls really rap? You know, should we really? But like, if there's a way to speak my poetry into beats, I think it'd be really fun.
No, totally, totally. That's great.